Hi everyone, Red back with Caitlynn. Today Caitlynn is going to be teaching me about some of the K-pop, as the kids call it these days. That's the general term, isn't it? K-pop.
Yes.
Right, okay. I know nothing of K-pop. I've never really listened to it. I think I've heard it in some Instagram videos, but that's about it. Whereas Caitlynn is a massive fan. She even has several albums.
Well, there's only two here today.
There's two. Well, I mean, that's several, isn't it? It's two several.
I thought several was more than two.
Well, you own several.
I own several.
You own several. You brought two with you to
Yes.
show. But yeah, we're just going to be watching some K-pop and seeing what all the hype's about. We're going to start with 80s Wonderland. Mv.
Music video.
Oh yeah. Okay. Mv. Right. Okay. So let's watch it.
He's a leader.
Right. Okay.
So.
Leader blue hair. That makes sense. Mate, their production value
Oh yeah.
is through the fucking roof already.
Yeah.
Now, this is 80s, right?
Yes.
And BTS are the big ones. Are they the biggest?
Currently, yes.
Currently, right, okay. Is there anyone in between BTS and 80s, or is it BTS then 80s?
You know, 80s aren't as... They're relatively big, but they aren't anywhere near as big as BTS.
Right, okay.
They're still relatively new, but not like brand new, if you get me.
Right, okay.
But they're definitely growing in popularity. I've noticed even over the last couple of months.
Right. Should have full screened this bad boy. And the 80s and BTS, have they interacted? Have they ever done any sort of collab stuff?
Funnily enough, no, but in a sense they did. 80s, so there's a massive awards ceremony that's called the Mama Awards, and it's like anybody who's big in K-pop will be at it.
Right, okay.
And they performed a medley, and they included a couple. I don't know if it was a couple. I know they did "Blood, Sweat and Tears" by BTS in it, and BTS were there watching them, and they actually showed their reaction to them performing it on stage.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah.
The guy at the far left looks like the killer from DVD.
What one?
The far left blonde. Him.
Woo Young.
You're
Yeah,
saying your
Woo
name
Young.
like aye, Woo Young, that guy.
Woo Young, aye. I feel as though if you've seen him without blonde hair, you wouldn't think that. I think Hongjin looks more like the killer.
And which one is that?
The leader, the guy with blue hair.
Right, okay. He looked like him there. Like,
Well, that's Woo Young.
aye.
The blonde guy. But
Aye.
I think that's because he's got blonde hair, and obviously the trickster was revealed with the kind of light hair.
But it's also the way it's styled, and his face shape is very
Yeah.
similar. I really like the choreograph.
Yeah. I feel as though K-pop is honestly about dancing is just as important as singing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You need to know how to dance in order to... Well, I mean, if you have the bare minimum of dancing level, like you can keep up, you're alright.
Aye.
If you've got the talent of singing to back it up. Because there are some members in some bands that just hate dancing, but they have to do it.
Right, okay. Cool. Well, they seem pretty cool, so let's jump over to BTS,
Yeah.
which is the number one. And is this their most recent song?
Their most recent one is called Permission to Dance. This song's in full English, by the way.
Oh, okay. And how was that received?
Very well. It topped all the charts. It topped the Billboard 100 in America. But they are huge in America right now.
Right, okay.
Like, massively huge in America. I think that's why they're doing English songs.
Right, because they're starting to take over everywhere.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, sometimes K-pop bands will release full English albums, but...
Is there any hostility between, like, other K-pops bands to people releasing full English tracks? Is it kind of like you're just pandering now? Like, there's nothing genuine?
I wouldn't say hostility. I'd say there's a lot of people that have a lot of bad comments about BTS being like a sellout band, and you know, they've sold their soul to become Americans now, and it's like they're still Korean.
Yeah.
They're just branching out.
Yeah, they're just dominating the market.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do.
There's a whole lot of support for BTS though in Korea because they came from pretty much nothing. Like, they literally started at the bottom. They almost disbanded at one point as well.
Right.
And now they're top of the league, really.
And everyone in... this came out 2021. Is everyone who's in the band right now, did they start
Yes.
in the band?
Yes.
So no one's left?
No one's left. They've been together for, oh God, 7 or 8 years? I might have that wrong.
Okay.
It was either 13 or 14, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong.
Right, now, as little as I've heard about K-pop in itself, I have heard about K-pop fans being absolute fucking insane.
Yes.
How did they react? The K-pop extremists, how did they react to a full English? Because I imagine part of their kind of mantra of enjoying it is that, oh, I'm enjoying Korean music.
Yeah.
And now that it's in English, everyone can enjoy it. And they're like, you just joined on in the English parts.
Yeah. I think you're 100% going to get people like that. That's actually butter. He ate an actual slice of butter for that. And he said it was disgusting.
I can imagine.
In fact, he had to do it for an hour because he done loads of takes.
Oh, raging.
Did
he spit them out after each take?
I don't think so.
Really?
Well, maybe, I don't know. I can't remember. He maybe did. Aye, there will be people that have a big problem with English songs. I'm not the biggest fan of the English songs,
right.
But I don't think it's anything to do with the fact, like, I love Butter. I think it's a crack song. It's Did Somebody.
I thought you were just telling me you love Butter.
I love Butter.
It's good on toast.
But I definitely there will be people out there that are just like, no, because there's.
Are you one of those people? You tell me right now. Are you one of those people? That's alright. You can be one of those people. I don't know anything about K-pop. Fuck you.
It's a bit severe. Aye, but so
yeah.
BTS, it's because I was reading the 80s. BTS do have a massive following. Mm-hmm. So everyone that knows K-pop knows that the BTS army, which is their fan club, are crazy.
Is that what they're called?
BTS army. BTS army. See how if they want to get a video to get 300 million views, they'll do it in a day. They will do it in a day. They are crazy supportive of BTS.
What percentage of fans would you say are Korean, and what percentage would you say are English?
Oh, that's difficult.
Do you think K-pop fans have more English fans now than Korean?
Well,
I guess by numbers, technically they would have to, right?
Do you mean English speaking? Because they've got fans all over the world, like in India and Brazil and...
I would probably go English speaking.
Right. I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. No, in fact, probably not.
You went and say K-pop's massive in America, right?
Yes.
Do you think they have more American fans or Korean fans?
I would say Korean fans.
Right. Simply
because America's such a large country and the population is massive, and I think percentage-wise compared to the amount of people per... The K-pop fan per population, there's going to be more Korean fans in Korea.
Right.
Than there would be American fans in America. I would think. I could be really wrong, but because K-pop's like normal pop, it's like Western pop for them.
Right.
It's there every day in their life. It's on the radio constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Cool.
I think so. I could be wrong, but
right. We'll actually go with. So we've heard that 80s and we've heard of K-pop, and you went and said that you started listening to someone called NCT.
So before you start this, NCT have various different subunits. There's NCT U, NCT 127, NCT Dream, and then I think there was another one that I'm forgetting.
Would you say this is a highly orchestrated band then?
Yes, they also done NCT Residence where they gathered all the members, and there's a ridiculous amount of members. It's like 17, probably not. There's so many members because there's so many subunits. But yeah, I recently I like NCT 127 as well, don't get me wrong, but I'm starting to prefer NCT Dream more.
There's something that I've just noticed by clicking through them. You went and said 80s would be probably second to BTS. Is that what you said?
Not second, no.
No. Who's second?
Who's the second biggest?
Yeah. Is it NCT?
NCT are up there, but...
Because I was going to say Wonderland, which was a really good song, it's only got 10 million views.
Yeah, that's what they aren't is...
And it came out 2019.
Yes.
This came out a few weeks ago,
yeah.
and it's got 54 million.
Yeah, so NCT are part of SM, which are a much bigger company than 80s is. I think they're on Starship. But NCT are in the same company as SHINee. Remember I told you about them?
Yes.
But yeah, NCT are massive as well. I don't know. Second to BTS would probably be one of the girl groups. Maybe.
That's actually quite interesting. This might sound weird. I promise it's not coming from a sexist place, but when I was thinking K-pop, for some reason I didn't think of a girl group. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've never heard. Whenever I've heard of K-pop or heard slight K-pop music, it's always a group of guys. I've never heard a female K-pop song.
I mean,
is that something that's held back?
Girl groups?
Yeah.
Oh no, girl groups are huge. Yes.
So they've got as much opportunity as the guys.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, there's different problems with each side, but some of the girl groups are massive. Like Girls' Generation was huge for years and years and years.
Right. Okay. How long have you been a K-pop fan?
I want to say since 2013.
13, so 11 years. No, 11 years. Where did I get that from? 8.
I like math.
Math.
I should have showed you my first favourite K-pop group. Because it's like a different... The music's so different as well, because obviously it works in generations as well.
I was going to say, this is probably my least favourite one that I've seen today. Butter was alright, but Inception just felt different.
Did we watch Inception?
Wonderland. Wonderland just felt... The production just seemed so high tier, and the effort going through it just seemed way better. I know this could be like one of their chilled songs and we're missing out on one of their high tier songs, but out of the random songs that we chose, I would say that Wonderland was probably my favourite. There was something I just like the kind of there was something really good about that.
It's one of those things with K-pop though. K-pop itself is a genre, but within K-pop they cover every genre from ballads to dubstep to rock, and that's what I mean. Like, I could show you another 80s song and you might be like, oh god no, that's terrible.
Right, okay.
Because it's more upbeat or dead happy sounding. Or
every band would have
Yeah, so they've got other songs that sound completely different for this, and
Right,
it's just
okay.
because that's their concept for this, is this sound and this look that's kind of.
They look very young. They look the youngest out of them all.
They are pretty young.
BTS, I would say it was 80s is the oldest people. BTS, then
BTS are oldest.
BTS are older? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yep. Jin from BTS is the same age as me.
Right, 44. I'm sorry.
He's the same age as me. And you.
But I'm younger than you.
By like 4 months or something.
And don't you forget it.
Jin's the same age as us. And all of them were born, God, I think even before 98. At least before 98.
Fair enough.
Between like 92 and 96.
Well, that was cool. Well, I think next time you should definitely, we'll go through 3 girl K-pop bands. And do you have any albums of them? No? Wow.
But
Wow. I'm not a fan, so I can get away with that.
Right.
But you...
No. Right, so I was introduced, when I was introduced to K-pop, I listened to mostly boy groups. Because that's what I was introduced to. And then I really got into Girls' Generation, and then
I'm sure you did.
I just, to be fair, in fact, I never bought K-pop albums until like the past like 3 years.
Okay.
So like,
So you've had 3 years to collect a female K-pop band, but you didn't.
the thing is though, a lot of female K-pop songs I don't like. I don't like flouncy happiness. Do you know what I mean?
Do you
And a
not
lot
have
of
any
K-pop.
badass ones?
Oh,
Like Wonder
there's
One?
plenty of bad, but that's the ones that I like.
Right, okay. We'll get into those next time
Yeah.
then. So, everyone, thank you very much for watching. If you learned some K-pop and things, then congratulations. If not, and you hate me now, then, you know, cool.
Awesome.
You win. Caitlynn, thank you very much for bringing up your really cool things,
Bother.
stuff. These are, I'm not going to lie, is someone, I've never really owned an album. The first album I ever owned was a Gorillaz, and I'm pretty sure it was like Demon Days. And it was just a little case.
Yeah.
How much does this cost?
That one cost 22.
See if you're a big K-pop fan and you want albums and you want like the memorabilia and the intrigue and the lore to the bands, I'm not gonna lie, that actually seems really, really worth it.
See
If you're a proper big fan.
that BTS album cost more than the 80s album. Because I bought the BTS album from HMV and I bought the 80s album straight from Korea. And I got it cheaper.
Fair enough.
So,
Well, there you go. There's that. That's news that we all now share. But yes, if yous have any ideas for female K-pop bands that you'd like me to hear, and not Caitlyn because she hates them apparently,
do not hate them.
leave them in the comments, and maybe we'll check them out, and maybe we won't. We'll probably check them out. Thank you very much, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye.